Hey. Okay, so we are back for apparently Terra's Call. Itzaland Prologue. We are here for 2.0. For some reason, my crystals are all condensing. There, I walked away from it so it's not on the middle of the screen like that. So. I also, when I opened the game, had something interesting pop up. I got a notification. Oh, I'm seeing some weird things on the screen already that I need to talk about. I got a notification that some of my key bindings don't work anymore. In particular, the ring, the star bell, I used to have on my E button. Now it's on X because something new was added for E. I think it said E and R. I know R is this thing in this, but they were called whim skills? Something like that? I guess let's check if there's some mail first. Oh wow, that's a big gift. Player survey, this is just miscellaneous stuff. This looks like something we need to read, though. Nikki, I hear you're setting off for Itzaland, a mysterious land to the west of Wishfield. Perhaps there you'll find clues of the miracle outfit you've been searching for. On behalf of the Flourish Stylist Guild, we're sending you some travel supplies. Be sure to take them and let us know if you need anything else. Wishing you the best of luck in Itzaland. And that's just normal stuff. But I wanted to open this settings thing. Controls. How do I do this? This? It is down here. Whim combat skill. Ability sub function. I do not know what this stuff is. I think these two are the new ones. And then one of them conflicted with my star bell. Whim combat skill. What did I used to press E and Q for? I'm trying to... No, it's E and R. Oh my goodness. I know I just had this open. I'm sorry. E and R. I don't think I pressed anything in R. I don't think I used E for anything other than the star bell. Yeah, so I guess it's a whole new combat. I don't know. Maybe we will shoot people with arrows. I was saying we wouldn't do that, but maybe we will. I don't know what order I want to do things. I guess let's look at the map first of this Sea of Stars. Just make sure nothing was added here. Looks like we're safe. Let's look at the banner first, I guess. I want to mention, the loading screen, I saw out of the corner of my eye that Nikki was, like, swinging on a vine. So maybe there's going to be, like, an ability outfit that swings? If that is true, and it's not just, like, an animation for the intro thing, I'm going to assume that's the 4-star. I feel like I saw one of the outfits, but I already forgot it, which is a good thing, so let's look. Oh! Okay, this is night and day different from what I expected. I thought we were gonna get, like, actual desert clothes. I wanted to mention, too, I probably should have said this before I opened it just in case I got this correct. I'm assuming at some point we're gonna get a belly dancer. And that might be this right here, honestly. That was something I was thinking about today. That's one of the things. I don't know what culture Itzaland is actually based off of, but we have Behind Prayers and Silent Ode. And then another banner. Is this a 5-star, actually? I didn't even think of that. I completely accepted that it would be 1 5-star, 1 4-star, but obviously it's going to be 2. So there's going to be 2 of them. So it's a scholar, and this makes me think... Okay, well, it's called Behind Prayers. It makes sense. I was going to say it's very, like, how do you... Is it papal is how you pronounce it? It's very papal. It's kind of funny that this up here, it's kind of the inverse of the artist cat outfit. Where the artist cat was the mouth, had this type of stuff covering it. Now you can combine them. You can have both and just cover your whole face in, like, lines. This makes me think of the 4-star that was kind of Mage-E outfit, and it was the one that did the writing in the sky. Let me look at this one first. Silent Ode, the whimsicality. I think it's going to be kind of like a brainstorming, things will appear around you. Maybe like mathematical formulas or things like that. Graphs, maybe. And then you're going to be like deep in thought. And that's going to be the whimsicality. It's a musical themed. Hang on, what was the name of it? Silent Ode, is that what it is? Oh, so it's a choir member. Okay, I should have realized that. After using the feather light whimsicality ability, Nikki flips through a poetry book and chants a sacred hymn. Golden feathers carry her voice into the sky, returning the god's blessing on the wind. When performed near a Cadenceborn, the Cadenceborn will join Nikki in chanting alongside her. I'm so glad I made the 2.0 prediction video, because I did predict we would meet a new Cadenceborn in the new area. So far, my predictions have been turning out pretty good. I like the outfit. It's interesting that the kind of neck cape thing I thought was kind of just an outfit style choice by Kilo, but apparently not. Apparently it's actually maybe a part of their body, because they both have the same one. He does, or I don't know if it's he or she. I never figured out what gender Kilo is, because we had that snapshot that talked about Kilo's gender, and it didn't say which they were, or if they're non-binary or not. But this new Cadenceborn has, like, tattoos on their arm, which is interesting. And a little band. I don't remember what color Kilo's eyes are. I feel like they weren't that bright, but maybe they were. Also, the paw pads are super, super, like, pink or gray. Very cute. So, pretty simple outfit, but very fun that it can sing with the Cadenceborns. Let's go to the preview, and we'll skip past the 5-star super quick. Skip. I didn't want to look at it. We'll look at that second. Ooh. I am liking the hair. I wish it was a little bit further down, is my main complaint. I think it looks a little better in this, because it looks like it comes further down. From the side, I think this hair actually is lacking a little bit of fullness, is what I would say. But the outfit, I am liking. So, it's like a sun? Ooh, okay. Let me actually clear my throat real quick. Getting a little choked up here. I have maybe seen this before. Is this the logo that was on the door in the 1.0 opening that we used the Thread of Reunion to unlock to go meet Aina? I think it was a star with another star rotated inside of it. I think. Is it possible then that ruined location where we met Aina was in the Terra Alliance or somewhere similar? Because maybe this is something like the Mother Terra logo, which we will find out eventually. Because I assume that's who... I have to clear my throat again, hang on. Okay, hopefully I'm better now. I assume this is the symbol for Mother Terra. Do have some gems going down the back here. Wow, the hat feels like it's falling off. It's almost completely sideways on her head because it goes so far back, but it's just how big the hat is. It's kind of unexpected how big it is. And a comically large feather. I guess I never considered whether behemoths could potentially be feathered animals. I just assumed they were kind of reptilian, because that's typically what they're seen as. But I'm thinking just of how big this feather is, assuming it's not multiple put together, that maybe this is a behemoth's feather? In terms of the outfit itself, I don't know enough to comment on it, because I don't know enough about religious garb. It has the hood that goes up. It's got this extra layer, which is interesting. It has it on the front and the back, but in the front it obviously is open here. Color-wise, pretty good. I'm liking the accents that I think this is more of a green. So like white with green accents, and then it's like purples and blacks at the bottom. They try to keep it very bottom heavy. Again, I think it's a little too long for my taste. I don't like outfits that fully rub on the floor. So I would prefer if it was actually about this length or a little higher. And I think it's just a monocle. Yes, it is just a monocle. It's hard to tell sometimes because of the light. Like, this looks like it, with the light framing here, it looks like it might be a frame, but it's not. What is that logo on the chest, too? I think it's the same logo as this. I think so. It's got feather poking out. It looks like there are gloves, too. White gloves that fade black, and they have something shiny on them. It is interesting. It's a type of theme for outfits that I'm just not familiar with, really. These big cloaks, which maybe we'll get more of, because maybe there will be... Even though belief in Mother Terra isn't as widespread and as much of people's lives as the Wishing One was for Wishfield citizens we've met, maybe we'll personally be a little closer to the religious people. So our story will kind of take that perspective, where we'll spend a lot of time with the church. So it'll feel like the religion's a little more widespread in practice than it actually is. But for colors for this, I'm expecting... The shadow within them eludes understanding. I was thinking maybe we'll get a full black one. I don't know how far they'll stray from the religious feel for colors. But I think it's common enough the way they do it. I will guess that the upgrade will be kind of inversed. I think it'll be the dark outside, light inside. And the special... I think we're gonna get a... like, tan for the desert theme. I was thinking green initially, so I'll feel stupid if they actually have a green one. But that's gonna be my guess. Let's look at it first. Blue. I didn't say it. I was thinking blue or pink, and I changed my mind to being green or gray. So I was like 3 steps away in my mind, which doesn't count for anything. I like it, but again, this is entirely because it's blue, and it's my favorite color. So I'm insanely biased, and I can't be trusted to give my opinions on anything blue. The hair, honestly, I might like the red hair better. Again, some of my bias is coming through not liking blonde as much, but still. The outfit does feel very similar, honestly. I feel like the white doesn't stand out as well with the blue. I feel like when it's upgraded like this, I like it on the eyes, but the whole outfit feels blue. Because this kind of blends into the rest of it, so it feels like I'm just wearing a blue dress. From the back, it's not as much like that, but this just makes me feel like I'm wearing blue, and this makes me feel like I'm wearing, like, a white or gold with black accents, and this just feels all blue. So I'm actually not a big fan of how it turned out. Again, it's nice on the eyes, and this is a little harsh on the eyes, but in a good way, I think. Let's see if I'm worried about this other one. A red. This is crazy. That gives such a weird feel dead on. I want to try to describe the feeling I got when I first clicked on this outfit. It felt like Nikki was inside a battle suit. Like she was in a mecha or something. So this wasn't her body, she's like inside of it. And I think it's a combination of a couple things doing that. I think these kind of tricked my mind into thinking that they were Nikki's arms. And down here, this stuff here that touches the floor, it looks like it's your legs spread out. Oh, let me try to straighten again. It feels like your legs are spread out, and you're standing kind of at a upside-down V formation here. And this is just blank space. So it feels like there's a bigger body wrapped around Nikki. That's a really weird feeling that this outfit gives me. Do I feel that now when I go back to the other ones? I don't. What's the reason? It's just, I guess the contrast of these is causing a lot of it. So, really, really substantial contrast in this is making it not feel like clothes. It's making it feel like there's something trapping Nikki. Like, I don't know, even understanding that and looking at it, I'm still feeling like Nikki's in an Iron Maiden or something. It's a really weird feeling. I don't know if I'm alone in this. I probably won't ever find out, because I try to purposely stay away from most of, like, the big sections of community where this type of thing would be talked about, just because of spoilers and random stuff like that. But is there any new detailing on the back? I don't think so. I think you can just see it better. Yeah, I think you just see it better. I don't hate the colors. I think I just don't like these things hanging down being that contrasting. And I don't think it's necessarily bad from, like, a design perspective. I think it's just because my brain has this really weird association with it now that I don't know if I'll be able to easily get rid of. Did the hat change? Stuff on the hat's the same. Yes. Black hair is probably my favorite. I tend to not like red hair as much. I did like it more than the blonde. But I'm gonna say for this outfit that for hair, this is my favorite, then this, then this. I think for everything else, because it is kind of one-piecey, where this is all just one thing, and the hat is kind of just tied to it, I'll say that this is my favorite, that's second, that's third. Which is very good if you're pulling on the outfit, because having your favorite be the first one you get, and then liking this the second best, is the best situation, because you don't feel compelled at all to pull for this. That's such a weird feeling I got from that. I do like it, though. Now, let's check Behind Prayers. Sticky Claw. Well, I probably wouldn't have figured this out from just the name, but the image... I don't know if this is a hand down here, but it's making me think it's a hand. I think this is our Tarzan outfit. And that makes no sense at all to me from a design perspective, so I don't know how this is going to look when I click this. But I feel like maybe Behind Prayers is going to be swinging from trees. That's my guess. Oh, you grab a bird. And she's not falling. She looks like she's actively staying at the same height. Maybe permanently? I guess it must be timed. Let's talk about the background, because I haven't looked at it yet. Is that like a sheer cliff and the houses are on it there? Some type of circular design down there. There's an elevator. A wooden elevator. Oh, over here. On the left. I didn't notice that at first. There's a camera thing here, maybe to pan to look around you. I want to see what this was like when it was first lighting up. Because it was gaining charge, I think. Yeah, it recharges there. Interesting. I can't tell what material those houses are built out of, and I can't pause this to look at them. This looks like it almost looks like the little minigame huts that were all over Wishfield. Oh my goodness, it's the mushroom people. Is it the mushroom people's town? Do they live in little houses that look almost like mushrooms? I was not expecting them to have this standardized of a society if they do. Or do they actually live along humans? It looks like they're at a table down there. What about you? Oh, it's so blurry because it changes so quick. This might be Mushroom Town. Hang on. I have to see the person who is right here. Are you a... Mushroom's there? I think that's a baby mushroom. It's so hard to tell. This might be Mushroom Village. Okay, let's finally read this. When energy is full, press G. G. Is F to pick stuff up? Or was E picking things up? No, I feel like it was F. G to start gliding, allowing Nikki to automatically slide forward. What a cool way to describe it. You can control the glide direction by adjusting the movement and camera orientation. Leisure glide ends when the energy is depleted or a collision occurs. You can manually end it by pressing G again. Oh my god, it's so blurry. It is mushroom people, though. These are your mushroom houses, then. You have full mushroom societies. He was banging on a mushroom drum. Is that some form of weird... Not cannibalism, it's... like you're torturing your kin or something. That's another species of you. And I can't read the name. There's no way I'm going to be able to read it. We can see the other side of this, though. It looks like... that looks like trees over there. It's not a more area. Something up there was like a weird ball of energy. Up right here. I can't quite make that out. Maybe it's like a teleport waypoint or something? It looks like over here to the right there was dewdrops as well. Leisure Glide consumes energy, but using Sticky Claw ability during leisurely gliding, returning to the ground will quickly restore the energy. There it is. This is the Tarzan thing, probably. So what is it connecting to there? I assume it's predetermined points, but I don't see an object there. Wait, there's something floating there, like a lightning bug or something. You see it really quick pass by there. Maybe a bee? Okay, so they're having a party. There's oh my goodness, there's a snail down there, and it's alive. It's slithering this way very slowly. Yeah, there's another bee up here. So it's some type of, like, bee that you connect to. And this outfit, the gliding is probably 5-star only, but the connecting is probably a 4-star ability outfit, is my guess. Press left shift to start dashing, consuming additional energy to increase glide speed. So just go quick. While gliding, press space to create a temporary floating platform in midair for Nikki to stand on briefly. Press space again to continue gliding. That's crazy. It is a temporary platform. I wonder how long it lasts. I assume you're not regaining charge during that, so you can't just pause to regain your charge and then continue endlessly. It's a pretty good design also. It makes me think of my 5-star purification that is inside of the snow globe-esque thing. I don't know what you'd actually call them, because they're obviously not snow globes. The thing the little doll would spin in. I don't know what the official term for it is, but it's kind of like that, because it's got the thing going up above it. When in co-op mode, if traveling while holding hands, companions will glide with Nikki. That's good. Press T to place a sticky claw point above. After being placed, Nikki can use it to move between points. Sticky claw points will remain after they've placed the maximum 2 points at a time. I assume this is also by instance, so if you teleport or reload the game, I assume they disappear. They might stay forever, but I'm pretty doubtful about that, and I don't think it would be important anyway. See our little boys over here more. Pretty fast-flowing river out into here. This looks like a walled-off little city area. I wonder if humans live here and mushroom boys live in these tiny houses, or if that's just like the king of the mushroom people lives there. And it's interesting that they live in such a wet area, because obviously mushrooms are known for liking dark, wet areas. They love high humidity, I believe. That's a big thing for mushrooms. So, I understand the water bit, but they're in sunny paradise. This is like a vacation town. That's crazy. I do not understand at all the Behind Prayers thing. I know it was a bird, a golden bird, which do tend to be religious symbols, but it looks like the house we have in my home island. And Mr. Bird, I guess, just chills in there. Oh, they're hanging from my wrists too. That's crazy. The interaction of this with clothes is gonna be nuts. It's gonna knock into everything. It's gonna be ridiculous. It is so ornate, like to a ridiculous degree. There's so much going on all across the side here. I'm sure one of these other ones will be darker and we'll be able to see a little more of this detailing, but this is crazy. Now, obviously it is a puffy dress. I tend not to like puffy dresses. This is insanely big. They took, like, the veil, even though it's not technically a veil. I don't know what it would be called in this context, but it's just a veil times a billion. We had the initial 4-star veil, then we just got the 5-star veil last patch. Now we got veil times a billion, which is whatever this religious thing is called. The hair is so long. It might be the longest hair we've had that's not in Twin Tails, because I think the twin tail hair goes a little further than this. I don't think it quite touches the ground, but I think there's a twin tail that gets, like, close. It might actually touch the ground. It might have been the Revelry season twin tails. I'm not entirely sure about that. I feel like... Was there twin tails in Revelry season? Maybe I'm thinking of, Fireworks season, maybe. The 5-star had twin tails. One of those two, I believe. But hair like that is nice. It is very jostly up here. These are very thin strands, so her hands, you can see, knock it everywhere, and then us moving around is also doing that. Very, like, Victorian. I'd call the, like, chest-torso part of this. And this design on the side, I can't quite make out. Oh, like silvery here, which is interesting. Looks almost like a visor. And again, kind of like with the other one, I don't know enough about religion to know about anything this crown represents, because I'm sure it does represent something real world it's based off of. Donning of robes and gowns, she was a divine maiden chosen by her people, embodying their hope to bring back their god. The stone altar was cold, the stars hung low, and no one heard the ceaseless prayer from the tower above. From then on, her own name was lost to the world. So 5 stars tend to be pretty important for events. I don't know what they're going to do now with 5 stars for the 2.0, because they might be used in the main story, they might not be. I don't know if there's any events, because we haven't checked the page yet. I'm going to assume this is going to be a plot point in the actual Itzaland story, though. Bringing back Mother Terra, who I assume is who they pray to. And we have to keep an eye out for a person trapped in a tower who's being forgotten by time. Or society or something. They've, like, wholly devoted themselves to this task to the point that they leave nothing behind. That's who we're looking for. Or characters that we think might be going in that direction, because it's not necessarily them right now. Color-wise, it's like all yellows and beiges and stuff like that. Which is interesting, that there's almost no color variation across the whole thing. Again, that does kind of fit the religious feel. But what would I think would be the color variants for this? We're probably going to have a super, super dark one, like a purple. We're probably going to have a yellow, like a bright yellow. Probably a red again. And what would the final one be? Maybe a bright green? Do I think we're going to get a blue again? I guess it's possible. And they might throw a pink... Well, actually, the other 5-star we saw at the bottom might be blue. Would there be a pink, though? I think we'll get a pink. I think it's actually going to be pink. And I think pink is going to be this one. What do I think this one's going to be? I think this is going to be the red. Oh, it's a green. I thought about green. I decided not to. I am super off today on my guesses. Luckily, that doesn't matter. As long as I got my lore predictions right, I'm happy. I instantly like this one a lot more. Why? I think Nikki's face does way better in this one. Something about this top part I really, really like that I do not feel at all for this. Maybe the hair's too dark. That might actually be it. I feel like Nikki is placed inside this, but I think she's wearing this. That's the feeling I have between them. This is complimenting Nikki. This, I think Nikki doesn't belong. The bottom is more interesting just because I can actually see some detailing now. Don't recognize the symbols, though. And it's not that star with another star in it from the other dress, which is interesting. Maybe it's in the back here somewhere. Right here. I'm literally looking at it. It's in this. Very hard to see, though. The veil, I think, is less interesting, being this silvery, light green, sea green, teal, something color. But again, I think it works with the blonde hair to make Nikki fit in this dress better. I think this is a really, really good upgrade. I'm really glad to see it's the glow up, because I do like it so much more than the base. But let's see what this one is. It is like a blue. Maybe shades of pink rather than white, but mostly blue, I think. Then we got the pink hair, obviously. I'm surprised, if I am right, that the other dresses are blue and white, which is what I vaguely saw at the bottom. This one does run into the problem, kind of like the first one had. This one, honestly, the blue is a lot worse with this particular problem of everything is blended, I cannot tell the detailing. The colors, blue and white, are too close to each other, so I can't make out the differences between them on the dress itself. Other than that, the pink hair is nice. I'd like to have this hair. It's light pink. It's not exactly default Nikki, I think. I think it's very, very slightly lighter than default Nikki. It's possible I'm wrong, and it's getting, like, blown out by the blue, and that's why I'm thinking that. I probably like the crown color a little more, because it's closer to, like, an actual silver rather than this teal. And it's not to this level, but it is a little off up here. It's gonna be hard to beat this. I think this is so good. Ooh, okay. This one is interesting. I was expecting like a purple, but it's not as dark as I expected. This thing is super dark. So this is an interesting thing I've seen happen before. With these see-through materials like this, dyeing them blue or purple, they turn pitch black or like insanely dark purple because they're so layered and you see them from different angles. I had a hairpiece, not a hairpiece, a hat that I tried dyeing that was, I think it was like a shepherd's hat or something. I don't remember what exactly it was, but it had this material. And I had so much trouble dyeing it because it was so dark or like so light. It never matched the color you dye it. When you dye it, the color changes so much. So this is an interesting piece. I do like it. I'm going to compare everything to this. It is way better than this. I am not a big fan of the back of this at all. The front is perfection. I don't think they're beating the front. This is close in terms of, it's a good feel. I think Nikki fits this well. I just don't personally think the colors work as nicely. I think this type of purple is a little weird. It's not quite like a royal purple. It's... maybe I'd call it like a budget royal. It doesn't feel as fancy as it should for this type of coloring. Maybe because this is too bright. Maybe if it was all a little closer to this, I would feel differently. But when I think of purple dresses like this that are very regal, I do think of a darker purple. So I think in my mind, there's a disconnect where I'm viewing this as some sort of imitation of that. And it's competing with very, very good combination colors here. This green and dark green. And even the, like, detailing, a lot of it is green, too. It's just different shades of green. There's, like, a billion different shades on this. This is really good. Oh, okay. It's, like, red-pink mix, kind of. And we get a crazy halo. That is insane. So, design-wise, this halo is actually kind of similar to the 5-star floating outfit from 1.5, where it's a spiky, shooting out kind of chaotic halo, although that one was very material. It was tangible. And this one is not. This one's made of pure energy. It looks like they may be feathers. It's hard to tell what these little chipping off pieces are supposed to be. Maybe petals rather than feathers? Petals, maybe? There's also a swirl around the bottom, which I didn't notice at first. It goes all the way around this thing, which is very funny. Instead of sticking close to her body, it goes all the way around. Big, 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 big trip. The white hair... White hair is hard to make work. I don't think... Hang on. I don't think it's bad. I think this being white helps a ton. Without this arm piece being white, it would really suffer. And that makes me worried because default Nikki pose is normally arms down. So she might be standing arms down in the world normally, and then the hair is gonna kind of chop up her body more than it should. it's going to kind of create lines where there shouldn't be lines on the front part of the dress here. These things are so silly. I think they're also more sparkly in this. Yeah, they aren't sparkling here, but now they're sparkling. There is so much bright energy in this outfit. 3 different areas, which is crazy. It's basically, it's the Eurekas. You get the built-in Eurekas. The head Eureka, the hand Eureka, and the leg Eureka. We also have to check this. Oh my goodness. Okay, they're after my heart. I always talk about it. Open shoulders is the dream. It's the cutest thing any dress can have. And we get to actually see the arm pieces like this, which is nice. They have like a metallic wrap around them. Like they're arm guards that you'd put on as a warrior. Like you'd have gloves, but then you'd have a metal plating on your arm. That's very interesting. It does feel like more metallic to me, which is weird. I didn't notice that this thing here, this wire mesh, it's a separate layer. All through these dresses, I never noticed that. Maybe it was just because I couldn't see the back properly to see around the dress. And when I cut this, I can kind of see better. Yeah, I never knew. It's a second layer. I don't think that's a positive or negative to me. I think it's just interesting. I like this setting more for a multitude of reasons. Also because it's not trailing everywhere with the big headpiece. From the back... Maybe I would take out these things if they aren't part of the hair. I would hope that these things are part of the hair. If they're not, I'd probably put on... Assuming this is a hat, I would try to find a hair accessory that covers up a big chunk of the back of my head, because I think it looks a little weird to not have anything there to kind of cover how the hair goes. Or I might change the hair if I was doing it with this style, and that would also open my back up more. It looks like the dress is pretty high-backed, so it goes a lot higher than even under the arm here. It kind of goes up. I don't know if it ties all the way up into the necklace or not. I can try to spin Nikki here. That's not working. The hair is too long for me to tell. But this is very nice. The shoes we can also look at. Doesn't look like they have any special effects or anything, but they look very wiry. The metal that holds these up looks very, very thin to like a scary degree. And it's full solid flat bottom. Looks like super fancy gems. Interesting. I love, 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 love this version of the dress. This version I think is okay. I think the colors are kind of similar to this. I think the colors are okay. I don't have any big issues with them. The hair is a concern of mine, but I don't think it's a glaring issue. The effects are super, super cool with all of the, like, shining stuff. I don't think I like the hanging things for the hands, though, because I feel like they're just going to get in the way too much. But, yeah, obviously I would be wearing it like this nonstop if I had it there. Very Sea of Stars-esque with the opening here. But gotta show off the shoes. I mean, come on. Let's go back and look at the leggings, because I don't think we got to see them. Oh, there are none. Hey, that makes it a 10-piece instead of an 11-piece. That's a win for everyone pulling on the outfit. Everything else here... Oh, okay. We have to look at this. Apparently this piece here is separate. Yeah, that's the arm thing. That's the neck thing. Which is more solid than I thought. It does look like it's cast out of full metal. I don't know how you get into it, because I don't see a clip in the back or anything. So maybe you just have to have it forged around your body. It's a lot more metal than I thought. Oh, that piece is separate. That's interesting. I thought for sure this would be a part of the hat. So this must be the hair accessory. This is the hat. So you can't do anything different in the back. And I can't tell if this... I assume... Let's go back in so I can show you what I'm talking about. Go here, go here. I assume these clips are part of the hair then, if this front thing is considered a hair accessory. Now let's look at this chest thing here. Yeah, you can see them all hanging down here. You see the gems. It's really interesting that you can see it move around. Really interesting that that's a separate piece. I don't know why exactly. Maybe you could remove it to put more simplicity into the top of this. Like, take these off. Take that off. Probably leave all the face stuff, though. And then use a different hair, maybe, is what I would do? I'm not sure. It's interesting. But we have another outfit to look at. Let's just click something here so it doesn't have a little dot forever for me. If I can get one piece of this, I'm not going to pull for it. I am going to skip it. Maybe the hair. This is just a little too long. And we'll look at the Deep Echoes. The only thing to look at in Deep Echoes is the Momo outfit and the special thing. Momo outfit? Oh, he's got the little thing hanging down on his face. That's cute. And then this is very reminiscent of the actual flying ability when you pause. It has the little thing that kind of acts like a roof over top. And then it's a platform, and then it's a little stage. Interesting. Bathed in radiant gold, could this be the sanctuary of a divine oracle, or a prison spun from lies? So, perhaps there's a person in a tower who is the oracle, but oracles to maybe a false god? They've been led to believe that they're worshipping a god or working towards a god, but it's not? Maybe that's the direction we're going? But let's take a look at this. I assume, based wholly off of colors, that this is going to be the one I'm more interested in out of the two. Oh my goodness, it is a dancer, too. This is... Oh, and it's the archery one! I might have to pull on it. This is rough. We're gonna look at the other one first. Hopefully they do address the whimsicality problem, where there's like 70 outfits in the game that are whimsicality and you can only have one equipped at a time. I'd like to have multiple whimsicalities equipped at once, please. Star Woven Dreams, it's a dancer. Pretty basic guess here, I know, I'm sorry. I think she's just gonna dance and that's gonna be it. I think it's gonna be, just like a belly dance. Very cute. After using... Oh, look at them! Oh my goodness. They have, like, Toad faces from Mario. Toad... I have to specify because Toads are real things. Toad from Mario faces is what I should have said. Star Gauze? I almost said gaze earlier. Is it Gauze? Star Gauze Whimsicality ability. Nikki summoned... You summon... Oh my goodness, you summon the Shroomlings to dance with you? Golden threads swirl through the air. Shooting stars carry unfinished stories while the dancer's perfect spin weaves them anew. That is insane. Obviously, because it's a picture, we can't see what the dance is. I know they put pictures for 4 stars because they're scared that because less money are put into them, people are going to get disappointed that the effects aren't as flashy. Please, please, surely it can't be that meaningful of a hit to your revenue. Surely some people don't pull because they're afraid, and you can justify it that way to just put a video for the 4 stars. I want to see animation for outfits that are literally a dance. This does nothing. This is a snapshot a girl would take. It's not an advertisement for the outfit, which is what this menu is supposed to be. So that makes me sad, but hopefully the Shroomlings have a cute dance. This is very nice. The outfit itself, Let me actually just fully pull it up here. We'll look at it. Skip the 5 stars, skip the 5 stars, skip, skip, skip. Oh my goodness, there was like the opening of Rift or something. That was crazy. Okay. What I was thinking about saying a minute ago is, I'm going to use the top if I get this for sure. I don't know if I would use a different pair of bottoms, though. I don't know if I have anything that would even remotely look good as a dancer's bottom, though. So I might be forced to use this unless we get a thing I like in the new area. I do tend to associate... It's kind of funny that this is another veil. I can pretend that we got 2 veils this update. I do kind of associate this type of dancer with nature rather than the stars. So this is the type of outfit. I probably... Honestly... Maybe short hair underneath this. Greens and... maybe like some light yellows or something like that. The barefoot from the Scarecrow. And the arms are probably fine, just dyed. And then maybe a different skirt at some point. But this wouldn't be bad to start with. So I'm hoping that one of the 2 others is a green. I'm not sure why exactly the skirt isn't speaking to me. Maybe I think it's not open enough? Like, I'd prefer if... how would I do it? Maybe, like, the second skirt down here wouldn't wrap the whole way around, and it would be, like, a front and a back piece, and the side would be open? I feel like it would be a little weird, especially because of the different layer here, where it's not even the whole way around. But I feel like it's just too solid. It feels too formal. And not dancey. When I think of dance, I want big flowing outfits, and this, even though it's crumpled up so you know it's actually wider than it is right here, and it can stretch out a lot and poof. So when she spins, it'll go all the way out to like here. I think I'd still prefer that maybe the top be solid and the bottom be cut up a little more. I'm not sure, again, when it comes to things like the inspiration for real-life design of all this, I don't know enough about dancers' outfits, but that's what I have the impression of. So when I think of dancers, and the girl that came to mind when I was thinking at work about this is Nilou from Genshin Impact. I love Nilou to death. I have her special outfit. I use her in one of my teams when I play the game. I love Nilou. I love the dancer aesthetic and all her stuff she does in the game. So that's kind of what I have in mind when I think of dancers. And that's kind of what I would have in mind for this, which is funny because maybe I could put my horns on this to kind of be Nilou. But I don't know. I like it. I think the top works well. It's open shoulder, which I like. If it had thick straps, I probably wouldn't like it as much. The beads coming down, obviously, you want a lot of twirling, moving pieces. You want accessories to kind of bounce with you, or kind of create motion on their own when you stop. So you want things that aren't tied to the dress. And that's a problem I think I see with the bottom here. Look at these. Those, I don't see moving. The stuff on my stomach is moving, but these I think are actually tied down pretty tight. They might actually be fully attached, or they just have very little physics on them. The dress itself, look at it spin. It's got a lot of movement. The dress ain't bad. But, and then the mask, obviously, is kind of a requirement for dancers. Sometimes you don't see it, but it's very common you'll see. Because it is supposed to be like an anonymity thing. A lot of the time, this type of dance that I'm thinking of when I look at this dress is for religious purposes. And you're kind of, a lot of the time when you see this type of thing in stories, at least, I don't know about the real-life equivalent, but the interpretation I see in stories is that you're channeling stuff through you. Kind of think of Native Americans and the idea of doing these dances. I think it's also something you'll see in African tribes. Like deities or animals or things like that that you'll kind of channel into you and dance from that. So you keep the anonymity so that you're not dancing as yourself. But for colors, I'm going to think there will be a green. I think someone out there has the same association as me, and they're going to say, dancer, earth, green. I think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be the double because they hate me and they don't want me to succeed. And they want me to have to pull 2 of them. What would the other one be? Maybe a yellow. Like a sun. That's, again, we have the moon theme here. Actually, thinking of it like that, the second one's going to be the yellow. Because they're going to have the 2 tied together to be the sun and the moon. Green's going to be this. Ooh, okay, that's good. That's really good. Orange or reds for fire. Fire, obviously, like I talked about earlier with the shaking here. Fire is a very flowy, energetic movement thing. It elicits that naturally. So, very good. The hair is comically blonde. It is dyed blonde. This is not a natural blonde at all. This is literally, I'm looking into the sun when I look at Nikki's hair here. I don't think we have anything that bright, which is kind of cool. I do kind of like that. It's a little much, but I think I can forgive it for being unique in that way. Do I like it more than this? That's interesting. The purple pink, I think, actually works pretty well. Oh, and feathers down here. I didn't even notice the feathers. I like this one. I think this one barely beats it by personal preference. I think this one is more thematically good. This one, I think the colors are just more appealing to me personally. Oh, I was actually... I guess this took the place of the yellow, because there's so much yellow mixed in. So this is the day version. This is the night version. Dusk clouds. So this is kind of like a very, very, very dark green with like gold trimming. This is an interesting feeling. How would I describe this type of color in a dancer's outfit? It makes me think of like an assassin. I think it's because she has the mask on. It's making me think of like a ninja assassin. Like maybe a ninja going undercover as a dancer to assassinate a client or something. That's the kind of silly vibe this gives me. The hair, I think, feels a little off, but I don't know what I would change about that. Like, I don't know what color I would want. I feel like if I put blonde hair or black hair there, Nikki's face would kind of melt. Like, this would all just become a blob of ooze. So I think it has to be a poppy color. Let me put it to nighttime. I might placebo effect my way into thinking it looks better at night, but I have no clue if that's actually me having a real opinion or me just saying things for the sake of saying things. I don't know. Maybe a green, like a light green, so it still separates itself from the color of the outfit. I don't think blue's a bad choice, is what I'm trying to say. I just don't think it looks particularly good, because maybe I wouldn't think any hair looks good in this. I think it's a hard outfit to put hair on. Overall, I'm obviously very happy with this dress. I really like this. I think this is my favorite, and it is kind of the type of outfit where it's... You're not going to have favorites between things. Maybe the mask. No, I think I will just rate them as they are. I think this whole set is my favorite. This is my second. And that's my third. Even though... I guess I'll give this hair my favorite out of it over this one. I don't think I particularly like the hair that much, but I think it's unique how bright it is. Now let's look at this other one. Born Flawless. It looks like it. This looks very, very similar to the 5-star water walking from 1.5. Now, I believe this outfit... Oh my goodness, those eyes. We never looked at the makeup for the other. We can really quick do that, because I wanted to go back to this page anyway to do this. I think the final page of this... Oh, it was this. Is this that dress? Probably. Big blue thing down here. Going out. There's two little things down there. Okay. I just wanted to check that. But really quick, we'll just look at our makeup. Oh my goodness. There's stuff on the forehead too. That's really rare. Under the eye is pretty common nowadays, actually. It looks like it might be heavily left-sided. In terms of the actual, like, dots on Nikki. It looks almost scaly, which is interesting. I need to actually read the 5-star descriptions, I think, for the makeup. According to the legend, the tower once beheld the presence of a god. Now only a nameless divine maiden remains enshrined within, weeping in silence. Pretty, like... Ooh, it looks almost brown, I want to say? I don't know. It kind of is like an off brown. Faint daylight cast down from the dome, she carried the fate of the kingdom on her shoulders. She prayed day and night, all to bring their god back. Can't really tell from here what this is much of. Sacred prayers slowly drifted towards the heaven like feathers, but there was no telling when they would receive the god's favor. Not bad eyes. I think we have a couple green ones. They're a little darker than this, so it's a little lighter. Emerald shoots sprout amid the desolation. Golden torches float across the land, and the light of miracles reflected deep within her eyes. That's really pretty. It actually looks almost rainbowy. Not the full scale of the rainbow. It just has a couple colors that kind of fade across. It looks like more towards the center of her face is like a more blue that goes more towards like a yellow, and then towards the bottom of her eye maybe more of like a brown or red. And again, this is all lighting, so it's hard to tell exactly, but the morning light landed on her long, delicate eyelashes like a soft caress. After giving her heart away, could she still feel the warmth of the morning sun? Would that imply romantic love or the love for the god? And we do know that a god once dwelt in the tower now. And she carries the fate of the kingdom. So is it possible that this person is... Because I talked earlier about it potentially being a false god. Maybe that does still track with that. That might still work. But I assume this is the character we're meeting, so I wanted to read that just to make sure. And we'll have to read the stuff on this one, too. Archery. This is rough. I really like the look of this dress because I loved the 5-star water walking. I almost pulled on it. I had to restrain myself. The problem is, I also really like the look of Nikki's archery outfit in the preview image. I think she looks so cool. It's amazingly cool. But if I do get this, I can go through and use the archery outfit we get as the 4-star. I can just use those pieces on other stuff. So that's not the end of the world. That's fine. What do I think would be different about this? So I initially, in my predictions, said that archery would not be a combat skill. I said it would be a puzzle-solving skill. But now that we logged in, and because I had my buttons set up in a weird way, I got told that there was 2 new abilities for combat. I'm thinking that there is a quick fire and a hold fire that is for aiming in particular directions with like a free cam movement of the mouse. But I'm thinking it is just fire arrow and that's it. It's possible that one button is fire arrow, the other is a special ability that's reserved pretty much exclusively for this outfit until more are added to the game. I'm going to do something here. I'm going to press C, and I'm going to click Ability Setup and see if there's a third thing over here that says, like, Purification, Floating, Archery. Or, if Archery will be one of the 8 things you have to switch to. There's not one over here. That makes me think archery will be one of these. So, I think... If it's not replacing... Would it replace purification? There's no way, right? There's no way I would have to replace this to get archery. That sounds ridiculous. Theoretically, it's possible? Whoa, there's something over here. What is this? I'm clicking it. Oh, okay. I'm just... That probably has always been there. It's possible it's new, but that scared me. I guess it's time. Let's bite the bullet. Let's click the button and see what it does. My guess for what it's going to do, because this looks vaguely water-themed with this stuff here, is you're going to, rather than pull back a bow and shoot an arrow, you're going to have, kind of a Hersher of Human Ego from Impact Third, like a bow that's not really a bow, it kind of just exists in space as a power. So it's going to be like a separated bow made of water, and you're going to shoot water arrows, but you're not going to really move your arm and draw the string and stuff like that. It's going to be kind of more natural. When equipping the Astral Tide's archery ability, Nikki can gather countless threads of fate and harness the power of reincarnation. Excuse me? There's like 8 words there I was not expecting. With this, she can tag S-Links with soul imprints and then use special attacks to detonate them, triggering AoE damage. So it is a purification ability? Is what I'm getting from this? Let me reread this again, because my brain exploded with half the things this thing said. You gather threads of fate and harness the power of reincarnation. What? Tag S-Links with soul imprints. I'm going to assume this is just everything within a certain range gains a debuff. And then you use a button, which is probably like R, to detonate the debuff, doing a small AoE around them. Can I exit this? I can. I'm going to assume small AoE is just going to be like, you use this, everything around you becomes like a mark above their head, and when you click, a little explosion like this will occur on everyone that's marked at the same time. So it's going to be an ability that takes out groups of enemies, probably faster than anything else in the game, but only does 1 damage. That's going to be my guess. Let's see it. Oh, I saw a counter. What in the world? What? That must be the dimensional rift we saw whenever we were clicking past her in the outfit previews. Let's read it. Soul imprints are unique to Astral Tide's archery. Nikki can apply them to S-Lings by charged attacks. Charged attacks. So, instead of holding to power your, like, extra shot that tracks enemies, you're entering this aiming state. Which, for a normal bow, you would just shoot the arrow in that direction, I'm sure. The Shimmering Return archery skill and other archery skills. Oh, all archery skills do some type of implant? Wait, Shimmering Return is the name of this, right? Born Flawless. we're gonna pretend that's the name of it. It's something. And other archery skills. We need to figure out what that explosion is. Nikki can detonate soul imprints by using basic attack, plunge attack, or similar... I'm seeing crazy stuff out of the corner of my eye. I'm not looking at it. Nikki can detonate the soul implants with basic attack, plunging attack, or similar methods. What the world does that mean? Exploding soul imprints deals AoE damage that can chain react to detonate another one. So that's what... You know what? I don't know what that is. We're gonna keep reading. Okay, so these guys have a thing above their head. Is that the mark? Probably. And this thing over here, that's ground attack. I don't know what that is, and that's basic attack. Ground slam. That did 3 damage? This did 2 damage. That did 2 damage. That did 3 damage. I don't understand. Let's go to the next page. When facing large groups of S-Lings, you can alternate between tagging and detonating soul imprints to effectively clear enemies. So, suck them up, do the thing that explodes outwardly, and then that's hitting them, detonating the thing, and then the explosion is the 3rd damage? Oh my goodness. Hold the left shift button to transform Nikki into Radiance form, and use the directional buttons to quickly adjust the direction. Releasing the left shift button allows Nikki to emerge from Radiance form. So this is the Artist Cat dash, but it isn't just an instantaneous one, it's a held one. And you have to hold the button the whole time. And I assume that's the maximum length, and that they didn't let go. When on the ground, press the Q button to use bow energy and gain extra health. I completely forgot to talk about that. I did see that at the bottom of the screen. We'll talk when I finish this click-through. But it's a little shield. When fate shines again, press the purification and plunge. So this is how I did... Oh my goodness. The thing I enter right now that puts everyone to sleep. This is crazy. Will activate Flawless Elegy, letting the flawless light manifest anew. In this state, Nikki's basic attack and archery skills are enhanced. Hopefully the next thing shows the enhanced stuff. But we have the Eye of Sauron appearing in the sky. We have anime moment where Nikki's trying to farm as much aura as possible for reasons I can't comprehend. In front of no one. She's in the middle of a field. It's actually like Raiden Shogun from Genshin. For some reason, everything these characters remind me of is just Hoyoverse games today. I play other games, I promise. But that's what the stuff is getting me here. This is the Eye of Euthymia. And it shoots arrows down. I wonder how big the hitbox are on these arrows. Can they miss? Can you shoot down like 100 arrows and then the monsters are fine because the hitbox is like 1 pixel wide here? Okay, there's a little ice explosion. Let's see if this shows us... It doesn't show the enhanced basics. Maybe it just does twice as much damage or something. For more detailed descriptions of archery skills, check the Wim Bow interface. What? I clicked got it? I did not get it. I'm going to make another assumption. Maybe I just don't have bows unlocked, so I don't have a spot for it. Because it looked like she had a thing that went right and left. Is it in here? Is there a right and left in here? There's not. This is... weird. I've said before that replacing this outfit is effectively impossible. Because it's, like, exactly my favorite things in the world, which is, like, dolls and this type of thing. I probably can replace it for, like, a newer, fancier ability that's, damage. Especially with this type of range and all the utility of, like, the Artist Cat Dash. It's got the aura farming, ridiculous, thing going on here. I don't know if I'd want to incorporate this outfit with the other one, or something I mentioned, I think it was in the final episode I recorded that wasn't the Library of Lore episode, is that I want an outfit that's a battle outfit that's not the battle outfit. So one that I can walk around in, and I'm in battle mode, but I'm not attacking in the current moment. So I would basically have, like, this outfit be my I just pressed the attack button outfit, and I would have a different outfit be my quote-unquote battle outfit, but it would just be like when I'm in a dungeon, that's what I run around in. So maybe I could use my doll outfit like that, maybe. But let's look at the dress, and I'll talk about my plans here. Born Flawless. Oh my goodness. Wow, it's a lot lighter than I initially thought. I thought the blues would be way darker. And here's that one long trail of the dark blue we saw in the preview for the other girl. By the way, before we look at this, I do want to say, they do kind of show favorites with these outfits. 2 5-stars on the same banner, but I feel like maybe just a tiny, tiny bit more work went into Born Flawless's ability than the other. I do think this was really cool. Looks fun, and doesn't look bad in terms of design or anything. It just feels like... I guess what I'll say is it feels like a 1.x ability, and this, I'm going to assume, feels like a 2.x ability. I think ability Flash is probably going to start stepping up, and that's where power creep comes from in the game, because you can't have ability, like point power creep. Is there a way to even tell how many points? I guess it's in here, right? 18,000 cool. I feel like that's high, but, because I think the standard banner is like 14 to 16,000 cooled or something. This is never going to matter at all once you make it this far in the game, though. So you can't really power creep this. It's just kind of not a thing, as far as I'm aware. So it's all going to be just how fancy can the animations be. In, like, 5.0, we're going to have it play a full cutscene when you press a button. It's just going to actually play a cutscene of Nikki, like, driving a car and drifting and flipping the car, and it'll explode every time you press a button. I'm ready for it, honestly. Oh my goodness. Okay, wait. Every one of these, except for some reason the glow up, rest in peace glow up, they all have a switch. Right now, I do not own a single outfit where I have enough pieces of it to activate this button. So I've never actually used it personally. Let's look at the dress first. So I noticed before, when she was moving around and stuff, it is open really high up. Because I could see her legs when she walked in the preview images really clearly. And that's not something you normally get with long dresses like this, which is very nice. It does have the cursed, dirtiest outfit in the world covered in grime and dirt, where this drags everywhere you go, which does weird things to my brain when I think about it, so I don't like that. This is interesting. It's... I don't know what exactly the design philosophy for these, like, floating little things are, especially the one that's a different color. Because it goes, like, up here, over her left shoulder. It looks like maybe right behind her neck. And then comes down the other side. I don't think that's... This is her hair, isn't it? I can't tell. I think it might be the other end of this thing, just pretending to be hair. The daughter, born flawless, grew to see herself in scattered shards, yet her scars were no ugly flaws but jewels, each cut shaping her into something more radiant. Wow, that was rough. My reading is getting worse as we go today, which is weird. My throat's getting better. Hopefully I didn't just jinx that. I should sip some more coffee and make it worse again. Also, it's a 10-piece, which is nice. It's cheap. I guess we're done with 11 and 12 pieces for now. The shoes we can actually see kind of similar, honestly, to the other shoe. I think the heel is higher. And there's something hanging off the back. We can go here to look real quick. Where are you, shoe? And we'll look for leggings. There are leggings. Not bad. I think we have a couple like that. But I'll take them. It's not something I dislike. Really still can't tell the back. Maybe when we do the changed dress, it'll shorten it or something. And we'll be able to see the back of this. But it looks like something is hanging off. These are really interesting. They're not solid at all. There's like layers going up like this. It's like a snake crawling on your foot. And this is the headpiece. This is the neck, and this is... Okay, the thing on the eye is a separate piece from this thing. We have to keep that in mind. That page is so useful for finding out how this stuff's actually put together. I didn't even notice the thing under the eye. It's like, I think it's only cupping one of the eyes. And then this is a, like, inverse crown. It's cupping the bottom of her head, which is strange. And similar to the water walking dress, it seems like... Wow, I need to talk about that back. Wow. Similar to the water walking dress, it's a lot of, like, really thin lines and things hanging all around for the shoulders. So, I just got blown away. This is maybe, like, the best back profile we've had in the entire game, maybe? This is insane. Really cool the way it goes up. I didn't mention this earlier. I still haven't quite figured out in my head what I think this line here, like these line patterns that are arrows, are supposed to represent. Because I keep flip-flopping whether it's feathers, whether it's scales of fish. It's supposed to be celestial, because it's a celestial arrow. Like, because this looks more like scales, like fish, and there is the blue aspect to it. And this thing that floats behind her is very, very watery. but I didn't quite get a water feel from the arrows, so maybe it's ice-themed, and this is like the fracturing of the ice or something? But, yeah, it runs up the back a little, which is nice. Yes, this is, like, the best back profile in the game, and nothing even comes close. This might actually be the best dress in the entire game. Let's click this button. I'm kind of scared. My guess is that it's going to cut the stuff off here, and maybe get rid of, or shorten the strands. Maybe they'll cut them, like, to here or something. It added more. Never in a million years would I have expected this button to add more things. Oh! So you can see this from the front. It adds, like, crystalline... No, this almost looks like a fish. It has to be water-themed. It's like, the Sea of Stars, literally. This is the Sea of Stars Nikki. I wonder if this is... actually lore-wise, like Nikki's Sea of Stars 4. Like, maybe at the end of this thing, we reach a level of, like, a god in the Itzaland quest, and then Nikki takes on this form and shoots an arrow of, celestial magic brought forth from the Sea of Stars to defeat the darkness. How do I feel about the back profile, which is the most important thing? I think this does take away from it. I think it's cool having the extra stuff up on the top. I think it's just so good with the body line here. And there is, like, the flutteriness. It's hard to see what exactly is causing it. This here, I don't know where it's coming from. It's this strand of hair, I think. I was wondering if that was a thing tied to the back, but I think it's just the hair there. This body line is, like, perfect. This, I think, kind of floods it out more. You're not seeing, like, her hips curve as much when this is on. And I think it's creating a different feel. It's making it feel like she's too bottom-heavy here. Not as in she has a big butt, just bottom-heavy in the dress. Because it's a bad choice of term for that. I don't know. It's the type of thing, also, it's going to be super interesting in the colors. Now, what are the colors going to be? We're going to get a purple. If it is like a Sea of Stars theme, we're getting a purple. We're probably going to get a red, because it's going to be like a battle outfit. And battle, fiery, passion, red. So, purple, red. Purple's probably the top one, actually. Red might be here because we have a lot of red in the banners so far already. We're probably getting a pink. Like a really bright pink, I think, not a light pink. And then... I think we're going to get an even bluer one. Like one that's actually fully ocean. Let's look at this first. I think this is going to be the red. Yellow. I thought about it. I decided to go with blue instead in my guess. Kind of like a sunlight goddess type thing. It's interesting. The main thing is, maybe with the fourth one, probably not. But the animations are still going to be probably ice arrows and, like, dark power. So it's not going to make as much sense to use this dress. I don't hate anything with it. I just don't really feel much. There's not much to talk about in terms of the dress itself anyway. Like, it's just the scales, the open leg. There is, like, a symbol here. I can't make it out because it's too tiny. And... oh, okay. I can actually see the headpiece a lot better in this. We can talk about this. It is like scales. I don't know. It's weird. It's like a rib cage, it makes me feel like. The stuff on the head. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of the yellow. I think theming-wise, it doesn't match much. So let's look at this one. What would this one be? Oh! Like a green with the orange hair. I do really like the orange with this, actually. I think the hair goes really well with it. It's just, it's not gonna live up to this. It's so good. I forgot to check this for the one down here. I'm actually... I'm a little disappointed by that, actually. I feel like it's exactly the same color, so you don't even notice it's on. That I find a little disappointing. This one is similar, but it's a little darker green. It's not quite the same shade the way I think that one was. Again, I don't hate it. I think these lines, actually, you could think of them as being maybe like fern leaves? Is that the plant I'm thinking of that has leaves that are lined like this? Is it ferns? I think you could easily make an argument that this is a nature outfit. Because who knows what it's actually supposed to be at this point. I'm being silly. I just can't make up my mind. But I think that makes green actually turn out pretty well. I should really quick check how exactly these straps are designated in the pieces. I assume one is the... Nope, they're all together. I was going to say that the really bright one was by itself, and the other straps were part of the dress, but it looks like the dress is by itself, which is a good thing. What is this? Oh! This is the piece that gets swapped? Interesting. I don't really understand. The darkened and brightened symbol. Details of the piece can be changed, but details of this piece can't? Why does it have the symbol then? I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. I can't explain it. Wait, it says it right here. Details of certain pieces can be changed once the outfit reaches evolution stage 3. So, these things and the dress can change at 3. This and this change at 1. We're just now checking out what 3 is. Ooh, okay. It is a red. I thought the red would be the glow up, and it wasn't. That's pretty good, too. You can see the lines on the back a lot easier for red if you're light-skinned Nikki like me. If you had darker skin, this would probably show up pretty well. Oh, I almost clicked 4 by accident. That would have been a disaster. A lot of, like, gold on the back. I feel like with these, it matched the color a little closer. This one, it really stands out at the back. I think I prefer it not. Because I feel like this cuts it up too much. I feel like it's cut here, and it's top half Nikki, bottom half Nikki. It makes Nikki feel more naked, which is weird. I don't know if I can explain that properly. Like, this feels like just a nice open back. This, because it's cut off, I guess, it feels like Nikki just doesn't have a top on. It's like a weird feeling. The leg shows up really well in this. I guess it's because of how dark the leggings are, is the big differentiator. So you're actually seeing the detailing on her leg a lot more. Wow, it's like lava legs. Okay, those are really cool leggings. Like, actually super, super nice. The fire, like the red itself, it does, like I said, fire associated with battle, things like that, rage. So it makes sense for the colors for this. But, and honestly, this probably would match okay with, like, celestial magic and the dark portal in the sky and stuff like that. It's going to be a little off with the arrows being a little light, but honestly not that bad. Let's see what this does now that we're in the outfit where it actually changes. It didn't change. I wonder how it changes, because we can't preview it. It only switches this thing. That's interesting. I'm going to assume it just cuts it off, because that was what I thought it would do originally. Just make everything shorter. But let's check our final one here. It is a super dark one. So it's not... I think all of these are singular base colored, right? Just white, green, red, yellow. This one is a fade black to white. It's pretty good. So what are the additional things? It's sparkly down here. She has... It's like, I'm trying to see exactly where it comes off of. Like, the light shining down here. And then also, looks like stones surrounding her. It's like top of the arm, Eureka's. You can see lines in the hair better. This is crazy hair, by the way. Why is it so shiny? It's, like jet black. I don't know if we have black hair as dark as this. We definitely need to look at the makeup here. That makeup is gonna play a big part. The leg, decent, because you can see the stuff on it. Not as cool as this, though. That red really makes the leg stand out. I do really like how dark the bottom here gets, though. Especially because it's inverted. Something you don't get in this. The fact that it's black to white, and then white to black. And you kind of run into the opposite problem with this back part. If your skin is too dark, this is going to kind of blend together. And you'll want this. You'll have the flip. It's something I don't personally think about much because my skin is really light. You kind of just inverse the colors that blend and don't blend. And my mind doesn't really click with that easily. But it's this stuff floating off the back creates like a moving stuff here. This looks like an American flag. The way these colors here blend. That's really weird. I don't think there's red there. It's the stripes of blue. And that doesn't make sense either because the American flag is solid blue with dots of white. This is... It does look like that. From this exact angle, it looks like a solid blue block with white dots on it. She has an American flag on her back. This is American Nikki. This isn't an archery class, this is a gun class. God bless America. That is such a funny thing to see. And I'll never be able to unsee it. Let's click the button here. Oh, okay, it did the switch. Oh my goodness. So the third one probably can do the same thing. It just wasn't set up correctly, or it was... Wait a second, that said Evolution 3, didn't it? I'm spreading misinformation. Evolution... I forget this all the time because I get confused in the dyeing stuff too. Evolution Stage 3 is 3 copies of the outfit. It's not the third color of the outfit. I make that mistake all the time. So this is the only one that can actually do this. That length is ridiculous. Look at that. Nikki, please stop turning. Can you sit still for 2 seconds? Wow, that is long. The thing I always talk about hating, the long things. I want to see her run around. This is probably so long it goes off your camera backwards. It's pretty good, though, these legs. It does still cut up. It's like 2 separate pieces here. This is the overlaid piece. The right's on top of the left. And the arm things become gems instead of being the flowing things. I'm glad the back doesn't change. This is really bright, and the effect is really good. Like, this is a really cool starry effect. I really like how dark this hair is. I do wish this had that cut up. Because... I don't know, I do actually like how it flows down the leg. I do like this too, though. Do I like... Which of these do I like more? I don't like the floaty boys, I think. I'd probably get rid of them. Like I did with the Sith outfit, where I instantly took those floaty things off as soon as I got my outfit. I really like the hair, though. It's such a good, like, purpley black. I think the back profile, honestly, this is still the best one for me. This is so good, though. You get to see the full detailing on the legs. I think the shoes aren't that interesting in the full upgrade. You do need contrast, is the problem. And you could contrast it with some more blue, probably, but we don't have a good blue pair of shoes. So you'd have to go with a different set. So I don't know, you might have to stick with that. Honestly, I still think I don't like the hanging down things much. I might honestly get rid of those too. And it would get rid of the thing on the shoulders, so the back would be more open. This still has the problem I initially talked about, where it kind of makes her more bottom-heavy than I'd like. I don't know. This is the type of thing where if I had enough gems, I think I might actually go, like I did for Purification, for a double and pull on this. What am I actually... Well, we're checking the store. We're actually done looking at outfits, so it's fine that I click this. But we will check the store next. Recycle shop? What are you? Oh, you can turn specific bubbles into shiny bubbles. And boldy things if you misclick into shiny bubbles, I guess. That's funny. This is insane. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. I will never forgive anyone who clicks that button. It has to be there as a meme. 151? I have enough. By the end of this update, I should. I'm gonna have to sleep on that, I think. Let's look at the Stellarite. It said there's something new here, but... Oh, they probably redid top-up bonuses. I've never bought any of this, so mine have always been there, but I assume they reset top-up. Cute. Extra layer on top of thinner dress. It looks like this one's just below knees. Little bow on the front. Very cute top for this one. Straight cut. Separated, it looks like arms. It's possible they're attached right there, but I think they're probably fully separated. And then little flower crown. Nice hair, little braid with the ribbon in. There's a couple things kind of like that. Overall, cute. Oh, very, very nice. Very punky. It makes me think of Lollipop Chainsaw, actually, is what this outfit makes me think of. I know it's a little more modest than the stuff in that game, which is crazy to say considering how short this skirt is, but that game's a little over the top. But very cute. Like, would you call this a bomber jacket? I don't actually know how you categorize that. I think this is just like a puffy jacket. This stuff is probably all the same. Is there anything else in here that says free? Nope. Treasures? That's probably the same. I don't know. That's the stuff same. I think these are all the same outfits. Okay, home gallery. What? Is this just a house? Hello? A premium home construction pack containing sketches inspired by stargazing galaxies are bound by gravity. If one glimpses the code of the cosmos, why not weave it into the poetry of life? You're gonna give me... I have 2 rainbow paint, they're giving me 1, 2, 3, 4 rainbow paint. This is all sketches. Okay, it's just sketches. Never mind, it's the materials too. What? You're just gonna give me a estate? So the cutoff is at the garden out front. This shrubbery is where the cutoff is. So, like, this stuff out here is probably the base material that we already have. And a lot of this stuff, I think that we actually have from previous shops. This here, I know, is in a previous shop. So I guess this might be the 3 out of 3 for the galactic stuff, because we had 2 of them so far, and I think there was supposed to be a 3rd one. Unless we already had that and I forgot. Oh my goodness! Is this a house thing, or is this a thing you put on the ground to take pictures with? It's a house thing. Very cute. And the size is insane. That's ridiculous. Oh, okay, this is more of what I was expecting. This... When I say, like, stop changing, please. Is Aztec the design I'm thinking of that you could jump into my brain and tell me whether I'm right or not? Where it's very straight, jagged edges all over. And that's kind of what their clothing and their decorations are. So that makes me think of, like, Aztec. This is more of the design I would assume for the new area. Suns as the motif. I'm just clicking things and, like, moving over things because it's going to keep changing my page otherwise. Long flowy dress, open arms and shoulders. Very cute, very nice. Floral Shell Parade. Kind of like the boat we have from the Danxing Island. That was the flat raft. This is similar to that, I assume, but it's a giant shell. So maybe the people in the new area have shell boats. Because we did see a giant snail. Sad implications. Oh my goodness. So, this is about the makeup, which is beat up girl, which is not cute in a meaningful, like, mental way. You can make cute things happen with it, because you can just be like a rough girl who's like fighty, or you got like hurt playing or something. But I don't like the implications of it, but the ears are super cute. I think those are probably Artist Cat's ears. And this might be the 4-star bow and arrow outfit. Maybe. Because I feel like Nikki had a headband on, and there was something over her shoulder. Let me make sure that was... Yeah, all these so far I think have been premium currency. This is not. We can buy this. Is this a cape? Ebony Thorns. What? A lifelike little dragon emerges... What? On your palm. The Great Value Bundle Whim Companion is... Whim Companion. This is called Dragon Lullaby, sorry. This is actually called Woodland Revelry. I don't know what's going on. Purchase to obtain Crown, Ebony Thorns. Cloak, Dusky Scales. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Handheld, Wondrous Gift. The dark gold dragon soundly slept in her arms, its tiny body warm and soft. The scales had a smooth, polished shine. It says it's sleeping. Is it alive, or is it an animal? And action healing moment. I assume it's just pet the dragon and be happy. Give me? Right now? Insane. Insane. Okay, so this is, I think, far and away the best thing we've ever bought from the shop. Hello? How are you just putting that in the shop? This is something... So, I mentioned earlier, please put videos on your 4 stars, because surely you can't lose that much money by people knowing that they don't put as much money into the animation for 4 stars. I would just like to see what the dance looks like. How are you doing that to save money by potentially stopping people from pulling for lackluster animations, and then you're giving this away for free? How? This should be like $10 minimum. Look at how insanely cute everything here is. Also, this dress, is this... The fluffy top here makes me think that this is... And this dyed, obviously. But I think this is a dyed version of the Silvergale Miracle outfit, which is crazy. And I think, yep, that's the end of that. Only one buyable thing. Thank you. Oh, cute, like a chieftain thing. It makes me think of. Because I was talking about African Americans. Not African Americans. I was talking about Africans, but I was also talking about Native Americans. And combined, it becomes African American, which I've never thought of before, which is kind of funny. There's probably some implication there that might not be funny, but I think it works for both. I don't know if African tribes... I think they do have headdresses like this, and then it's a very big Native American stereotype as well. And a torch. And this is something to do with the torch? And what do we have up here? Forest Adventure Camp. Oh! Like a... The word that came to mind is El Dorado. That is not what this is supposed to be. But it is kind of like a fun cowboy outfit, almost. And that's for, like, top-up, I think, is what that is? What is this? First draw is free, so similar to last update when we got the little, like, I called it an advent calendar, and you got one for free. I think the same thing's gonna happen here. Oh, little, flower crown. Very cute. Current wish. Butterfly dream. Shroomlings seal their wishes in clay pots, waiting for the Saintess to open them. The Saintess must be the girl in the tower. We didn't read the... Okay, we're gonna go back and read the other dress. Don't worry. When we're done in the shop, we're gonna read it. Shake a pot to unlock exclusive surprises. During the event, spend certain... We didn't look at the makeup either. Spend certain amounts to receive a set number of blings and all remaining cordial gifts. So this is, I think, tied with this, kind of. where you'll get the first one free, but then it's a spending bonus to get more draws. So I'm looking for Revelation Crystal or Resonant Crystal. I assume I won't get this, but I just don't want, like, blings. Are you wearing glasses? What the heck is that? I actually got a Resonant Crystal. That's awesome. No, you're not wearing glasses. It's just like a weird texture here. There's something hanging down that's sort of hair-esque. You have socks on, and you have a little bandana. I wonder if you guys are gendered or not. I don't know. Because you're naked, I don't know if that means you reproduce sexually, or if you have some form of you're just grown out of the ground. I don't know. I guess we'll maybe find out at some point. But that's it for the shop. So now we can go back to looking at this. We need to... I probably have to actually think about that in case I do pool. So I'm not going to actually touch that. What in the world is this? Oh, it's one of these. What a weird logo for that. You get some type of pose, and then this thing, which is kind of like what we get for the 5-star floating outfit from 1.5. Oh my goodness! Momo, you got so much on. You're like me, you just got clothes flowing everywhere. Now let's look at the makeup. Ooh! That's a very aggressive makeup. Normally the bases aren't this, heavy on the eyes. You'll get some eyeliner like this, but this is a very heavy base. It's hard to tell if she's any paler in the face, and that's why it pops out so much. Oh, okay. Is it like a super, super light purple? Is what I would call that, not really a pink? I will read the descriptions at the end, instead of jumping back and forth like I did last time. Hard to tell, just like the other one. Threatening. I'm getting... It's not to the same degree. I'm getting kind of Deadeye feel from this. Just like I did for the other one. The dark eyes on the other banner. Previous banner, not this update banner. I guess because her eyes are so bright, you can't see the light in them. So it looks like her eyes don't have light. Oh, it's more tipped eyelashes. We are starting to build up a collection of eyelashes with very, very bright tips, which I've never done to myself in real life, and I assume is really, really terrible to see out of, because it's going to be like you're flashing colors in your own eyes all the time. But it looks good. Honestly, I don't know how it looks put all together, because this is throwing me off right now. The rest of this, it looks pretty normal or pretty nice, and this is crazy. And that's cute, is what it is. I am in such a rough spot with this dress. We have to read... I think we did read the description, actually. Yeah, we did. Actually, I guess they all have different descriptions. Let's read the top one. Facing the girl with the Heart of Infinity, she revealed her identity, her mark, her destiny. Okay, I think this actually will just be, like, real Nikki. Facing the girl with the Heart of Infinity. So, someone fighting Nikki revealed their identity and their destiny to her. So are we gonna fight someone else from the Sea of Stars, maybe? Because we're not gonna fight the Seer. I think the Seer could, like, slightly twitch one of her fingers and, like, blow us up. That's about how, in my mind, I power level the Seer. It's that she could, like, destroy the world with a wink if she wanted to, and would be super cute when she did it. I'm probably gonna have to pull on that dress. Speaking of the Seer, she's over there invisible right now, I think. Yeah, I think it's time to look at the events page. This is the outfit that swung from the things. I didn't get a good look at it, because, like I said, when I saw on the start screen that Nikki was swinging around like Tarzan, I looked away. I'm pretty sure this was the colors of the outfit, though. This is a lot of things to click on. Let's click this first. Oh my goodness! This is a ninja outfit. This is not a forest ranger, you're a ninja. I love that. Oh my goodness. I really like the aesthetic so far. Oh no! Oh no! The 1.0 trauma is actually coming back to get me. We had a quest that was part of, I think it was called Wishfield Chronicles in 1.0 was the name of the mission. And one of the missions was to activate 25 warp spires, and it took me 27, I think, or 28. I think it was 27, it might have been 28 though, to actually get it to give me the credit, because some warp spires didn't count, and I didn't know which ones didn't count. So I was not having fun. And back then, warp spires didn't show up on the map if you hadn't collected them, I believe. So you had to just run around and see them. That brought back terrible memories for me. And Whim Stars. So this is very similar to what they would do in somewhere like if you're going to the firework aisles, where they're like, oh, go get all the Whim Stars. And this is temporary, but it's just temporary for the rewards, because Itzaland isn't temporary, unless I've made a grave mistake with everything I know. Okay, this is the outfit. It might actually be the bow and arrow outfit, but this is the outfit that Nikki in the cutscene had, where she was standing in front of the grave, where the divinity lies. So we're gonna go visit the grave of Mother Terra, potentially? Or, I guess it could be a separate god, and the person being worshipped and all this stuff is all a separate god, but I'm going to just go under the assumption it's Mother Terra until then. Oh my goodness, 5 acts. So I assume this is, yeah, main story. I guess we'll look at all the pictures here. Are you kidding? Like, animal fur? You're like a little cow, maybe? I don't know what that is. That's amazing. And then this is one of the images from the preview we got as well, when we touched the vase in the end quest, where it was the big pink mushroom, so it's going to be important. A place blessed by the mother shroom. Okay, I asked earlier if it was sexual or asexual or some other type of reproduction for the shroomlings. I think the mother shroom just, like, grows them or something. The land of falsehoods, path to truth. Can I see people anywhere? Because this looks very different from Mushroom Society. No, it doesn't. There's one of the mushroom houses. Is everyone a mushroom person here? Is that what I'm learning? Shroomlings are the only thing that exist? Diamond. What? That's not what diamonds look like. Old wings. That was a weird glitch. Old wings sketch. Must be a headpiece. I love this outfit. I love this outfit. Fading prayers, but in whose name? I haven't been reading the descriptions. Let's read them. On the border of Itzaland, divine miracles lie forgotten, yet the prayers have found a new way home. A new adventure unfolds. Beneath the shroom cap, along stone-lit paths, within the whispering hymns of the wind. And I know there's probably going to be spoilery things in this when I get towards the end. I'm going to read them regardless, because this is going to be here forever. Even if the truth is shrouded by lies, do not be afraid. On this long journey, there will always be those who walk beside you. 1 second, let me blow my nose. Okay. There will always be those who walk beside you. So once more, set forth towards a flame of truth. Within the snail's shell, where childlike whispers drift on the wind, beneath this idyllic surface, search for the truth and watch the veil of lies unravel. Why is everyone lying to us in Itzaland? Why is it all about lies and stuff so far? I don't know if I like that. I want the mushroom people to be my friends and tell me nothing but truths, and we can dance together forever. Do not stab the sea creatures. Ancient vows, healing rituals. Shroomlings and rescue snails and shroomlings. What? Shroomlings and rescue snails and shroomlings from the tangled web of conspiracies. I think someone's trying to invite me to join them in the Sea of Stars right now. This is worded in... delve deep into this gentle land of the shroomlings and rescue snails and shroomlings from the tangled web of conspiracies. My brain was breaking because I didn't scroll up. That's so silly. Yeah, this is the biggest spear ever made. So, I predicted that the Titans would all be dead, and there would be no Titans. So, I'm going to assume Titans are this big. Look at that face. Look at Nikki. He has, oh my goodness, look at the backpack. This is a cute backpack. Look at this. It's a little kid backpack, actually, with the little pool closed top. I assume this is like a chieftain or something. Or his floating box. Don't think I missed that. Don't think I didn't notice your floating box, sir. You have the same backpack as him, I think? Which looks like it might be maybe like a scavenger's backpack. And it is kind of like hair that hangs down. It was very fun. And they all have different types of heads, which reminds me of, I know, apparently the only games I play are Horrorverse games today. But it reminds me of the Aranara, which are some of the cutest beings to ever live. So that's a good sign when you're compared to them. The shadow of the past have faded, and morning light returns to the homeland. Dew, cool on the leaf tips reflect the shroomlings' fresh, joyous smiles. So, this is probably an epilogue? So this might be the, like, finale? So it's going to be... In the original game, the prologue was, like, 5 lines of dialogue, and then Chapter 1 started right away. I'm going to assume the prologue is longer in Itzaland. So it's going to effectively be 6 chapters instead of 8 is going to be my guess. And then we'll probably get an interlude again. I actually found out when I was looking up how to unlock the interlude. The interlude, I think, came out in version 1.1 for some reason. It wasn't there at the launch, so they wanted everyone to finish the game. Turns out it took me till 1.11 to finish the main quest. They didn't expect that, now did they? And fun to play. Only 2 things in here. Pro of Discovery. Is this another spear? Use the Antiqua probe to uncover ancient relics quietly buried by the passage of time. Is this mining? I'm going to assume it's not mining because I'd be too happy if it was mining. And those look like goggles, and miners wear goggles. I don't think it's going to be mining. I think it's going to be archaeology in the sense that you kind of press the button for your skill, and then it says, like, you're almost there, you're getting hot, you're getting cold, it's 10 meters away, and then when you get to the correct location, you'll, like, get a treasure. That's what I'm going to guess that is. Forest Spring Snapshot. This outfit feels super out of place. This is the bee outfit. This is an outfit we already have. It's not even a new one. I don't know exactly what the outerwear is. It's the bird. The bird from the Scarecrow. Why are you crying, Momo? Look at how sad you're making our snail friend because you're crying. He wants you to be happy too, just like Nikki. You're making him sad. Raise your camera, move the lens, and capture those fleeting, whimsical moments in Itzaland. Bling? We had the glitch again. Forest Echo Chronicler. I was about to say, there's no way we have a title called Bling. You have to beat Chapter 3, and then we can take pictures. I don't know what that means, but I'm happy to do it. And this is just telling me that I need to watch the videos, which I'll do off camera, because I don't like playing videos on camera. This is the problem. Let me make sure that's current adventures. What in the world are you? It's another advent calendar. Everything's an advent calendar. Make a beautiful wish and receive abundant returns. Log in daily to get 1 wish opportunity. Use it to create miracles. Log in daily to receive 1 wish opportunity. Light up Nikki's wishes to earn glorious rewards. Each reward can only be claimed once, and for each wish, the probability of getting rewards is the same. Log in for 12 days to receive all rewards. It's a limited time event. Please remember to participate. I could probably do this on camera. Probably. I'll probably record 12 separate days over the next 40. I try to double up when I can, but let's do this. We're gonna get this first try. We almost got the Momo cloak. That would have been crazy. That's a lot of blings. That's a good one. So what's the best thing on here? I think obviously that's the best thing on here. Lion Momo. Okay, Lion Momo's the best. Then this, then this, then this. I'll take it, free stuff. There's a lot going on right now. Wow. Nikki's wishful memories. The morning breeze brushes across the fields, awakening slumbering wishes. Those forgotten precious memories await your return. Time to read this again. Completing quests will earn you memory puzzle pieces. To restore the memory snapshots and get rewards, 12 snapshots to receive 5-star clothing. Obtain. Illuminate a wish once. Did I wish for something? Is it because I, like, bought the outfit from the shop, maybe? Consume energy, do my daily wishes, gift pieces. I don't know. I'm a little scared. If I gift Luna, they'll probably gift me back because they're level 95. Here you go, Luna. Have a memory puzzle 3. Enjoy it. And I don't think I have enough to actually solve this puzzle. How do I do anything? Continue puzzle. Complete the tasks. Freely move them to restore the image. If you get stuck, you may reset a single piece or clear all pieces. Each restored memory snapshot grants golden threads, which can be used in the Celebrate with Laughter event to unlock 5-star clothing, full makeup, and photo poses. Okay. I am probably pretty bad at this type of puzzle. I'm already, like, failing. And rotate you. And then rotate you here. No, this is the opposite. I thought it would switch down, and it doesn't. So if I put... No, like, that doesn't work either. Because it needs to be a 3 here. It has to be like this. And then you down here. This is definitely not gonna work. Because I can do this. But then I'm kind of stuck because I've positioned myself where I need a billion of these pieces here, or I can't do anything. Because if I do that, I still can't go up this direction. So let's do this. And it lets me use that piece. I can do that. And then I can do this and just wait for a single. I think that's my plan. I wonder if it's going to reset when I exit. It won't, okay. So when I get a single, I can go through and finish this puzzle. It looks like it is one for every event. Oh yeah, Golden Season, Encore Season, it has it at the top. Well, this is going to be a big thing. I will try to do these all and save up as many pieces as possible. And then we'll do the puzzles themselves on camera, assuming that works. Celebrate with Laughter. Obtain materials. Is this the thing where we spend them? Never mind. Oh, I exited too many menus. Where was I? Down here. Rewards. Infuse 1 thread. We get these earrings. 2, we get this hair. 3, we get the big arm things. These are interesting because normally with these, they are singular straps. Not straps, but singular pieces of cloth that hang from something. And this one, you actually like put your arms in it, like a sleeve. So it's kind of like a long jacket. So that's different. The headpiece with the sun. Shoes, which are a little interesting. They're like sandals that are like stretched down in like Photoshop. This crown looks too big on Nikki's head. It looks fine on here. I think you need puffy hair. Because on this preview image, it is not doing the crown favors. 7, you get all the makeup. Oh, kind of like the... Oh my god, my nose. Hang on. Sorry, I am getting beat up by allergies. It is not a good time for me. Kind of like the 5-star current banner, where the eyes are so flashy on the base makeup. Wow, it's just straight up yellow. Really tiny bottom lip, actually. Very bright again. I wonder how that looks with this. Like, maybe you wouldn't even notice. Yellow eyes, pretty normal. Yellow eyebrows, kind of strange. Those are some really, really normal looking leggings. It's their thigh highs. Weird that they're above makeup. Oh my goodness, that is crazy. It's really hard to see here. That's a crazy piece. These are pretty cool. They're very metallic, kind of like the prayer outfit 5-star. The dress itself, which I think is pretty good. It's pretty slim cut, long, but not overly long. It's not scraping on the ground, so pretty good. 12 of them to get the Luminous Grace, which I assume is what she's doing here. You, like, summon a thing behind you, you probably, like, flourish your hand, and then this goes around. But we should hopefully get all of that. Maybe this will be the pose? Luminous Grace that looks maybe like it? Oh. So rather than, like, a flourish like that, it's a, like, outward pose. The old sun is set, but she brings the new lights. And then, no glow-up, actually, colors. At least from what I can see here. So it's just this, and it's probably dyeable, but... Interesting. Ooh, the hair. The hair is very separated, so you can see the color of the dress behind it pretty well. A lot of hair is too thick to do that, so that's pretty nice, actually. Ooh. These, like, lines down the side is really interesting. I wish you could see it a little better through this. It made me think of, like an organ for some reason. Not the type in your body, but the musical instrument. It's like the pipes of an organ going up her body. I'm just in the church feel. Adventure Encounters. I talked about Mirrorland Chronicles earlier. This might be a one-to-one recreation of Mirrorland Chronicles, which is very funny. They even have a card at the end. That was the reward for the Mirrorland Chronicles. That was the card that had Nikki in the pose I use right here. And head back over. So this is all... We got little 2-foot standing wolf deers? I don't know. Flying squirrels that seem almost humanoid. Oh my goodness, you ride on them. I love them. What in the world are you? I don't know. Are you, because you have these, like, weird arms, I assume you're an aquatic creature. So, I don't know what you are. We get to ride our birds again, our mushroom friends, our new cadence born. Mirror Crown Merit Arena. Oh no, did they add a harder Mirror Crown? Under the witness of the Infinity Mirror, hopefully not transformed evil by us anymore. The stage of the Mirror Crown reopens with wisdom to pierce the mist and courage to move forward. You will pave the shining path to the peak of competition. So, will this be a thing that every, like, patch or two it's going to reset and we have to redo it again? New start Mirror Crown Merit Arena unlock. This will be something we do pretty early, probably, just in case it has resetting rewards. Used to craft the Providence Immemorial outfit. What? A rare dragon scale. Okay, we probably have to do this weekly. Because this is probably the replacement for the item we get from beating Geroda in the weekly fight. Oh no! Wait, there's one here! Misty Forest. And the Cavern of Wishes. Wow. I'm never getting these done. I forget these exist half the time. Let's look at the Starlit shop. Happy birthday. And it only costs 1. They wanted everyone to have it, just to make sure you have it for your girl's birthday. Sanctified Love, a little crown. Cute. Who am I? Oh, that's a silly idea. That's so silly. Elegant Pose. Sincere Wish. That's a good one. If we're going to be spending time in church, I'll probably be able to use that. Okay. I love the idea that they're giving us lefts and rights. I struggle so much because I have poses I really love for specific shots, and I just don't have the right direction. They're saving me here. I can do such silly things with a lean on wall pose. Because it's such a cliche. This is very Danxing Island coded. I think it's these strips in the middle. It makes me think of that because a lot of dresses in the Danxing Island and Linlong Long Empire have the long front things hanging down. Cute. It's got a singular one in the middle for some reason. It's even got the same design as the other one. I wonder if it has some type of significance, the 1 and 2 lines, in the culture of the Shroomlings. I guess we'll find out. Little bow-wrapped shoes. Tuxedo shoes? Are you kidding? Okay. Okay. Very silly hat. It makes me think of Devil May Cry and the fedora they wear in that. Fashionable heart. This is like a military hat, almost. Glad I could buy everything. I didn't check if there was new stuff inside of... How did I get to that menu? The permanent section. No. So I can save up still. On here? Is this the... This is not... You're the one from the shop. Where in the world are you from? Were you also in the shop and I just didn't see you? She walks through the forest, leaves crunching beneath her feet. The Prayer of Terra event is now live. Spend to unlock rich rewards. You must be in this one, right? Where's that outfit? I know it's going to be a paid outfit, but... I don't actually know. Forgotten Songs. Where are you from? Maybe... Is this an outfit we'll just get? Because Nikki does have this backpack in a lot of shots. But this is really cute. This is really interesting. It's like doubled up full leggings and socks over top. Some type of animal pelt for that and the top. And it looks like it's layered. Like you can see here, there's an underpiece. There's maybe like the base shirt, and then the wrapping over top is just to like solidify it more. And then this is the helmet that was on the photo of Nikki that we did the like archaeology stuff. Oh my goodness, an ice variant? Oh wow, that's so good. That's cute too, because it looks like it's crumpled like dying leaves. Well, I guess they're too bright to be dying. But like, maybe a caterpillar came by and ate the leaves of the dress. That's what this looks like. That's very cute. Again, the green with like orangey hair works really well. That's obviously adorable. I'm sad that this probably is a paid outfit, and I'm just too silly to understand where it is in the menu. Across time. Don't know what you are. But because it says this is like the spending event, I assume that's where that is. This is... I normally do a lot of these missions, but not all of them. So the same is probably true this time. Discord, emails, Discord, Reddit. This I didn't click because I was worried about spoilers. Nikki World Play. I don't know what that means. I don't really want to click it. Twitch drops. I can't watch streamers. I'll get spoiled. Okay, I think we've actually gone through everything now, have we? Just a new quest.
We begin with a magical encounter between a cadence board and a young girl.
The same. Okay. I was wondering, it was possible if this did update, it would be during 2.0. So I think it will be the same pretty much forever. We need to check this. Ooh, pendant light. This stuff's still 2K limit. Let's check the store. Oh, it's Christmas time. Anything in here that super jumps out at me. The curtains would probably be nice, but I'm gonna have potentially a star-themed house because I'm kind of forced to at this point. So maybe not. So I think we might be good to skip again. Build up more money. And this is just to check the stuff. Let us make sure there's no new like friend things, decorating things. We can check this. So we need to look for... I'm basically going to just skim through and try to find things that I didn't notice, like little changes. Birthday story event? Each day after complete the birthday quest to get a cake recipe. So is my birthday set in the game? I should make sure I did that if there's an option. I don't know how to check. But now we have a birthday thing. And birthday stuff. Melody Bloom. You get a 4-star outfit. Melody Bloom. Now I'm going to see an outfit and not know what it is, and it's just because girls have earlier birthday than me. Because my birthday's in June. Tales of Itzaland. Merit Arena. Color stuff. Yeah. We need... Born Flawless. Astral Tides Archery. We can gather count. Yes. Soul imprints are unique to Astral Tides Archery. Okay, so yeah, it is a only thing for the 5-star. Radiance. The Newborn, Condolence, and Cut of Fate pieces of the 5-star can switch. Makeup. Idols. Okay. Yes. Mirror Journey. New phase of that. Home Gallery. Terra Treasure. This is so long. I expected this, though. Wing Petals. It's more store stuff, so we probably saw it. I just didn't pay attention to the names. The recycling shop, which is probably a scam. Yeah, the first top-up did reset. Who am I? True. Okay. Updates for stuff. Ability handheld. What? Ability handhelds released. After the 2.0 version update, the first set of ability handhelds will be released, including Behind Prayers outfit handheld item Radiant Cage. Selfless outfit. So it's kind of like Luluko's wand, or the best option is the Sith outfit. That's not the right button anymore. Wait, my brain. Whoa, that's so bad, actually. So this is on tab now. What did I have on tab before? Because I used to do this on X. This used to be my X button, and now my X button is ring the star bell. That's going to take some getting used to. Because it used to be E and Q, I think, would switch this page. And X would open the menu. Okay, I'll get used to it. It's just going to take a minute. This orb in my hand right now is, I think, technically not part of the set. I think you do get it as an item. But I think if you equip the set using the C button here, I think it doesn't put the orb in your hand. I think. Yes, it does not put the orb in your hand. So is what they're saying that it'll do that now? Because I do have the orb as an item, right? If I go to my handhelds. Yeah, the orb's right here. So I do have it. It's just not considered part of the actual equipment. That's not the menu I was in. I want to go to this. And good luck finding where I was. I could hear the waves in the background now. We're almost there. We're almost also at the bottom, which is good. Wait, I passed it. Definitely. Store, home gallery, Terra. Substitute time, limited top-up. Feature packs. It was below this. Here. Okay, clothing evolution update. With a 2.0 version update, the clothing evolution interface will receive a new layout, which categorizes outfits by areas and versions. Very nice. Check in outfits evolution status. We will look at that in a minute. Wardrobe sorting improvement. Improve the sorting logic of outfits and pieces on the wardrobe screen. After the 2.0 version update, every outfit's original, glowed up, and evolution version will group together when sorted. Very nice. Heart of Infinity. After the 2.0 version update, the Heart of Infinity will include the Itzaland section. It is still Whimstars. The 5-star Miracle outfit is prominent in Memorial, so we have to do the Mirror Crown, I think, to unlock that. Divine Scales with can be exchanged with Dreamlight in the Glow Chamber in the Mirror Crown Merit Arena. Ian, the Cadence Born, is their name. Deepwood Dream, Feather Song. So they get 2 new outfits. Mirror Crown. This is probably saying it's just resetting. After the conclusion of the current, it'll be the Itzaland Miracle Crown. Okay, don't know. Daily tasks in the Itzaland region. New Itzaland realm will be the Realm of the Dark. Eureka Breakthrough. Brand new materials for everything. So I'm glad I haven't pre-farmed like a billion of things, and I'm constantly running out of everything except bling, because apparently you need all new materials for the new stuff. Starlight Pursuit event will include Itzaland area Starlight traces. True, we did see that. Courses, new achievements, that makes perfect sense. Wishfield area will have new Curio domain achievements. Region will be added to all the stuff. What? Itzaland will have its own surprise-o-matic? Okay. 6 5-stars. We'll be going and doing that with all my money. And I will cry. I think I spent like 5 million to get my stuff out of the current one. Improved tutorials. Thumbs up. Very good. I'm not reading it, though. Key binding changes. Improvements. Improvement. Put that in quotations. Tutorial is G. I don't have Clouded Long, so that doesn't matter. I'll change around the buttons if I feel like they're a problem later. For now, I'll just deal with it, and then... Oh my goodness. I have to read it all. Hang on. Improve localization. Improve the experience of the Allison's Travel Shop series of events. Styles can now teleport to Allison instead of tracking her down the map, allowing for quicker exchanges. Allison is here. Allison is staying. Allison #1. Excuse Allison will be here in like 14 days, probably. That's amazing. Okay, I'm happy. I don't even know what this stuff means. You think I'm smart enough to understand any of this? Enchanted Encounter, Fairy Animal Grooming, Decor Catalog, I don't even have them all unlocked. And issues, sure, there's issues. I don't want to look at all this because there might be like actual spoilers in there, so I just wanted to read the patches because it's important for some stuff. Oh, so it's a whole new book here. For some reason, I've done 20 creatures already. I guess because it's default creatures. They're just carried over. That means I can actually... That means my books are separate. That's such a miracle. I was so worried about books. Oh my goodness. My life is saved. Reading these books, considering how absolutely terribly and ridiculously they're ordered here in my mind, helps a lot. Because this is rough. The newest book I read is not Courage Master and Pillow Knight 2. Why is this at the bottom? This is not the first book I ever read. Why is this at the top? I hate this menu with everything in my entire existence. And the only option for sorting is default. But at least it's not mixed in with Itzaland. I'll take it. We also have to look at the courses menu. Oh yeah, they put Sea of Stars and Nikki's Home in a new section. That's kind of cool. Is there? Yes, there will be different rewards for this. That's locked for some reason. Build a dream life. Isn't that just a house? Are we getting another house? Are you kidding? Claim. Hey, I'll take it. I got something. And is there a Momo outfit at the end? There's not a Momo outfit at the end. Interesting. That's really cute. I want that for my profile. Daily wishes. Oh. Is that a new item? What the heck was that? Yeah, this is already maxed. It used to count. Now it just says maxed, I guess. And we need to... Not resonance. We need to look at evolution. That's the new one. Okay, this is really cool looking. Whoa. Exploration... Wow, okay. Okay. They're paying people some money to make this stuff look good. They are... The 1.0 stuff is funny how big it is. But they are putting some money into these menus now. Let's take a look at this one. 1 out of 10. Truly saddening. Outfit not complete. Let's click you. It's funny that it can't take you there if you don't have the full outfit, because you can actually get to this menu. By just upgrading the outfit, it'll take you to the menu where the outfit's from. So you can get there through a different way, I believe. And what else do I need to look at? Factions. We do not have the 5th Sovereign. Interesting. The Sovereign of Cute, I think, is the one we're missing, right? And I want to go to the shop now because I want to know, since I already know I bought everything that costs diamonds, make sure I'm clicking the right one. 344. Do I think I can get like 35-ish pulls this update? That's a yes. It's tempting. I'm in a situation where I could double pull for the current 5-star. That's not the button. One day I'll learn the buttons. I won't. Do I actually want to, though? Because I really like this, and I might be just okay with it as is. And then not use this. Actually, I probably would use... it's a little long for my taste. Maybe I would anyway. And just take the arm things off. Compared to having this. I really like this. I'm probably okay with just having one copy, though. I think I probably will do this. What I think I'm gonna do, though, is I'm not gonna pull it next episode. I'm going to wait till I get my archery outfit, so I can figure out how in the world it works. And if it is just going to replace my purification outfit, or if there's another menu that opens up or something, because I got no clue. So it'll be whatever episode I get that archery thing and figure that out is when I'll figure the rest of the stuff. I did want to mention this, I forgot earlier. Health, 5 hearts, times 1. I assume when you get more hearts, it just, like, maybe adds a different color heart and then says times 2 because you're on the 2nd layer? I don't know, that's just my guess. But this is crazy. And it's an update I'm going to almost certainly be pulling on. It's just a question of if I'm only going to pull once, and I think I will. I think I'll do, like, the 180 to 190 pulls for this, and I guess it'll be 180 pulls. Yeah, 180 to 190. What's the second one? The yellow? Red and yellow, I probably won't ever use anyway. I probably won't ever use... this was green, not yellow. This is probably the only thing I'll ever use. So it's kind of worthless. If I get it early, it's not even worth going to 180. Stopping at 160 is good. That will probably happen. But for now, I believe that's everything. If I forgot something, we'll just talk about the start of next episode. Oh, honestly, I was about to say bye, but I want to make sure when I open the map, crazy stuff doesn't happen. Because this will be my first time seeing it. Wishfield. Flora-Wish. Zoom out. Nothing new over here. It's to the left is where we're leaving from, it said. Is there an indicator? Oh, it's there. And there's the quest. We're not leaving from the Stellar Fishing Ground. I thought we would leave from there, but we're going to leave from the mill. I forget the mill exists because it doesn't matter in like 99% of the time. That's crazy. I wonder how far away it is. Is it right here? There's something there, probably. Will it actually be that close? I guess it might be. But that means I can avoid it pretty easily, because I am not ever going to that mill, so I don't have to worry about doing my dailies and accidentally teleporting over there. So if I accidentally see something I shouldn't see when I'm doing my dailies today, because I won't record again today, I'll talk about it next episode. And if I missed something, I'll talk about it next episode. But for now, very excited. I'm going to go ahead and go. Bye.